Hello and welcome to another track guide. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are at Hungaroring,
The Hungry Circle.
joined by my fellow sausage boy once again, Darren. You
Oh
alright?
yeah. Hello, other sausage. You Cumberland
Uh,
sausage. Lincolnshire sausage. Sausage.
yeah, Cumberland, Lincolnshire, Lancashire, it's all the same, innit?
Yes, it's just
Just
England.
very much not a Hungarian sausage, because they are
No.
boring.
Ring and
Uh,
bland and very dry.
yeah. So, we're at Hungaroring.
Yes.
I quite like this track. I think it's quite underrated. It's good fun to drive. It's not the best for overtaking, but
No, it's a bit of a weird one. You think you have room to overtake, and when you actually get to a corner, there's not.
lots of twisty bits of undulation. This is a proper racetrack in my
Oh yeah.
book.
Down, left, right.
Couple of quick facts for you. 2.7 miles, opened in 1986, and it was the first Formula One Grand Prix behind the Iron Curtain. What do you reckon to that?
Who did they afford it?
I don't know. Probably some tax dodge or something.
They have tax behind the Iron Curtain. I
Dunno.
thought it was just life tax.
Yeah.
You give your life. Hold up the curtain.
Doesn't really have any corner names, this track, which I found a bit weird. There's a couple of unofficial ones named after old Formula One drivers, but they are just numbered really. So
One.
yeah,
Or
all the
two.
way up to 14. So hopefully you can all count that high.
Yeah, it seems a bit weird that, like, usually people are jumping over the top of each other to name corners.
Yeah, don't
Where are
know.
you at? In
They've not
13,
cottoned
the
on
square
to
right.
potential sponsorship deals. I don't think.
Oh, don't mention that. OnlyFans signs all over the track.
On that point, if you do want to sponsor the Sausage Boys, get in touch.
Yeah.
We're
Got
uh,
some space in my bonnet.
we're imminently going to go viral, no doubt, with these incredibly informative, funny,
Really
delicious
fun
videos.
juices.
Yeah. Um, Often referred to as Monaco without the barriers. This racetrack. So setup wise, I think
Oh.
yeah, true that. Setup wise, I think we know the gist, but run us through what you're doing. I noticed you've gone McLaren this week.
I've got McLaren. I enjoyed it last week,
Hmm.
so I figured I'll carry on with it. Also racing it on
Yeah.
Tuesday. Um,
You mean Thursday?
so oh, Tuesday.
Tuesdays. Yeah. Yeah, you're in the
Tuesdays.
Porsche on the
Or
Thursday,
on
aren't you?
Thursdays.
Yeah, yeah,
To
yeah.
think there. Um, Quite a general, normal setup.
Hmm.
A little bit of toe, quite a lot of camber. I like a lot of caster. Um, Traction control, I toyed with it at 2.
Yeah.
The back end was going. I don't know if it was just the tires or what, but I've just upped it to 3 and it seems sweet.
Okay.
Mechanical grip. I'm running a lot of anti-roll bar.
Yeah.
Eight in the front and 8 in the rear.
Okay. Keep the car nice and
Um,
flat through
yeah, like
sort of
through like the
changes in
faster
direction.
corners.
Yeah.
Yeah, which there is quite a lot of, like little chicane. There's quite a few like long corners into like sharp opposite direction corners.
Yeah.
Um, like all the aero. Um, and I've actually got the rear set up a little bit higher than would usually,
Yeah.
just to kind of help with a bit of turning.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, other than that, quite a balanced setup to be honest.
Hmm.
Um, I don't think this track lends itself too much to slow stuff or fast stuff.
Yeah.
So I've just gone for quite a balanced,
Yeah.
the middle,
You've got
basically
a
boring like a Hungarian sausage.
you've got a really stable aero platform there though.
Yeah, all
With
the
the
aero.
with the all the aero and stiffy ARBs.
Stiffy upside down bars.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be a good
Okay, well,
setup. I mean, feels stable enough.
If you want to take us out, we'll have a look at
Some
all
carbs.
these numbers. Yeah. Yeah.
So is this turn 6?
This will be 1.
So find like a really wide entrance.
Yeah.
So you can almost like have like a late apex, get in the throttle quite early, drift out nice and wide. Under here, I like to go under the bridge. I like to brake at the start of this curb.
Yeah.
Then I'll drop it down to second, and then if I'm struggling for rotation, drop it to first. But again, it's another late apex turn.
Yeah.
Holding it flat through here, trying not to hit too much of that curb on the right there. It really unsettles the car, and it'll push you out too far onto the left, and then you'll have another invalidated lap, which would be amazing. Up at this area here, I like to use a lot of this curb on the inside, like this much.
Yeah.
And kind of drift out here, but not using too much of the outside curb, because it will send the car back. And again, really late apex here. And then I like to use this curb on the outside. I don't find any issues with it at all. Avoiding this first diamond, not sausage. So we can't even make Hungarian sausage references because there's no sausages or diamonds. Avoiding the first one. Second one's not as important to avoid, but you can mess up your run out, which isn't too bad. If
you're on the power early there, it'll really mess you about.
Mess you up, yeah. I don't find it being too bad because you've got time to set up for this series of corners here.
Yeah.
Where it is important. So if you lose speed before, you're not going to lose that much time there. If you mess up the corners after, this whole section here is a mess. Find you can also roll very quickly through this corner. If you're on the brakes or on the throttle, it really unsettles the car. If you just roll through it and just let the aero do its job, just grips.
Yeah.
Kind of late-ish apex. Use a grass bit on the outside. Don't know if it's grass or if it's AstroTurf or what the hell that is. Here, I like to try and roll around it in second. So the higher the gear you're in, like the more roll you'll get. But if the car's not turning, you can dump it into first and a bit more rotation.
Yeah.
And again, another late apex.
Yeah.
So you can be on the throttle as early as possible.
Yeah. That's your critical corner, that one.
Okay, try and see what happens here. Some cold tyres and brakes. But this won't be a amazing lap.
Turn 1's your main overtaking spot, obviously, on this circuit. Nice run out of the last corner, down to the first corner. But going into 2 here, there's a couple of different lines in here. You can sort of run it out.
You can hold really tight. Tires are still cold.
But you do have to be careful for that kink at the bottom of the hill.
Yeah.
To maximise the time, you can take it flat, but you really got to get that line right, and obviously tyres up to temperature and stuff, which are not quite there at the moment.
I'm up to temperature, just no pressure in there. Should we get a puncture here? Sometimes I'll take this in third, sometimes it's second. I think second like over-rotates the car a bit too much.
Yeah.
Off the brakes and just let it roll. And the throttle nice and early. You can get your inside wheels onto that green herb on the outside before it'll penalise you too much.
That one you've just been round, I find it's quite easy to brake too late for that, with it being downhill. You have to just
you kind of forget it's downhill, don't you?
Yeah, you do have to be aware the car's going to keep going. And obviously with the last corner here, try and maximise the exit speed coming out of that one.
My brake marker up here is about 100 meters.
Hmm.
Whatever this bit here is.
And this one here is 1A. There you go.
Go for the tighter option. I feel like if you take the tighter option, you lose quite a lot of speed up here.
Yeah. Tricky to spot the turn in for that little kink there, with it being the crest of the hill.
Especially when someone takes out the pole.
Hmm. Through 6 and 7 corners with no sausages. I sometimes take quite a bit of curb through that one there.
Yeah, you can. It's not too aggressive, is it?
No. Down to 12. And you could call it Sparko Gaming. We won't, but...
Video bend.
Yeah. Into 13, Nvidia.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh.
Oh. Should we do one more?
Yes, please. 14 right. Will be electricity pylon from now on.
I'm gonna try this time.
Okay. I'll name the corners as you go in. And to turn 1, it's also Nvidia and yellow crane. We'll go yellow crane corner.
Yellow crane? That sounds like a corner.
We'll come under the bridge here for 1A. 1A bridge. Into 2, Manning Hut. Into 3 here, Pirelli. Under the green bridge. And we'll come up to Blind Crest. Into blue and green. It's quite basic corner naming here. Then we get into the exciting stuff. This is no sausage chicane.
Zero sausage factor.
Yeah. Through 8 and 9. They don't feel they're interesting enough for names. Through this section, this is 11. That one unofficially is actually called a Lacey corner. I think something happened to John Lacey at some point there. Through Sparko Gaming. Into Nvidia again. Into the gantry, trying not to run too far wide there. The car will want to take you out there, but it's not the best way to go. Come out the last corner and down to the line.
Yeah, I like this place actually.
Yeah, it's really fun to drive. It's you know,
rewarding.
Yeah,
gotta be quite patient.
Mm.
Yeah, it seems to benefit patience. I was saying when I did some practice laps that I was actually going just as fast when I thought I was chilling out.
Yeah.
And when I was pushing, just because you're not overshooting things and not wheel spinning and understeering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's important around here to be aware that the rear tyres are going to get punished. So it's something to think about.
Yeah, that rear left. I mean, that was the first tyre that heated up, and then pressure is even higher on it. It's like 1 psi higher than all the rest, and I've only done one lap.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
yeah.
that's the Hungaroring. If you've got any suggestions for corner names, please do get in touch. Yeah.
In touch.
In touch.
Yeah, it's a terrible name for a corner.
Yeah.
You touch your bend.
In touch. Touch your bend? Touch your own bend? I don't know.
Just the inside of the bend. That's too long.
Yeah.
Sentence for a name. Oh, that's crap.
Yeah.
What about
And on
call one of them for Hungarian sausage meat? Budapesti Tilislami.
Yeah, and on that incredible pronunciation, yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully you picked up some information. Until next
Sausage.
time, we'll see you later.
Goodbye.
Bye.